Hi everybody, I'm Diana. I thought I'd try something new and different to go on a nature walk and to talk to you about clarity of guidance, which is a very important topic. I'm going to show you the little trail that I'm walking on. Okay, I'm going to do this slowly. See, isn't that pretty? And there's butterflies and different things flying around. And so I may look down because there's ruts and there's tufts of grass and things like that. All right, so clarity of channeling. First off, when you begin to channel, there's less of a flow with your source of guidance. Your source of guidance could be a spirit guide, your higher self, your soul. It could be a deity. It could be whatever energy, Mother Earth. It could be whatever energy that you would like to channel. So that's your source of guidance. Now, when you connect to your source of guidance, it's really important to receive. The flow of guidance of energy is from your source of guidance to you. So it's incoming energy into your head. That's very important. And you can try and check that with your psychic abilities. Do I feel this flow? At the beginning, when you first start to channel, the flow may not be as strong or as compelling. And you might get just flashes of things and one or two words or an image or two. That's very normal, and it might make you feel like you're making it up, and that's very common. So please understand that when you first begin, you're not going to get these long sentences usually. You're going to get just pieces. And I'm studying evidential mediumship right now, and my mediumship teacher says it's like flashcards. A loved one will give you a picture of a pie, or a picture of a shoe, or a picture of a tree, And as you progress and get more in the flow with the loved one, which is the source of guidance in mediumship, what happens is, I'm turning around, what happens is you start to kind of fill in the blank. So you get, the word pie, and then you understand that, the loved one baked pies, and you helped bake pies, and cherry pie was your favorite, and things like that. It's the same with source of guidance with guides and so on. So you get a piece, and then as you progress, you get better and better at the flow. Now, we call the flow a waterfall in the Open Heart School. I use that metaphor because I think it's really effective. So the flow comes in, it's like a waterfall into you, and you're an observer. You're standing back behind the waterfall, and you're not putting your hand in the waterfall. You're not trying to dam up the waterfall, but you're just going with that flow. You're letting that flow come through you, and you're putting what you get onto your paper or recording it verbally. So there's a flow, and you're notating it. All right, so that flow is very important. Observer, in the background, surrendering, letting that guidance come through. And so that's that compelling feeling, that flow of energy that's very, very important. All right. Also, when there's a guidance, it's not this lengthy, hard to understand sentence or sentences. It can be as simple as, we love you, and we think today is going to go very well for you. Or they may say, it's important for you to follow your heart. Those kinds of things are very simple and very good. I think one of the most impactful piece of guidance I got when I was at the Barbara Brennan School of Healing. I was a student, and I was so nervous because we were getting tested on a skill. And, my guide just said, relax. Just one word. I heard relax. And so what happened was it hit me at the right time in the right place. It was perfect for where I was right then, and I was able to relax. And I still remember to this day, this was years ago, 1990s, I remember to this day that moment of getting that guidance. So an example of a lengthy, meandering, hard to understand message would be something like the seventh ray of the knighthood of the element that takes you to the second space and it just keeps going on, and you have no idea what that is. So that's very important to recognize. Also, clear guidance, it's very loving and supportive and not negative or manipulative. Very important as well. All right. In the Open Art School, in the ongoing channeling classes, we've been working with touching the guidance. So let's say you do inspirational writing, which is where you're in the semi-conscious state and you're writing with your source of guidance. And you either write it on a piece of paper or you type it on your computer and you do a printout of the guidance. So you have that paper in front of you and you relax your hand, all right? Very important to relax yourself to sense psychically. Very important. I'm going to say an aside here from my experience. I was taking a class, a healing class, and we had to do a demonstration in front of the class. And one of my classmates was doing a demonstration healing in front of the class. And I realized I couldn't sense much as the person was giving the healing. And so I realized I was very nervous. It was my day to do the healing too in front of the class. So I was nervous. So what I did was I realized what was happening and I started to relax more. And the moment I relaxed, my senses opened up and I thought, oh my gosh, I have to tell people about this, that the more you relax, the more will come psychically. So back to what I was saying. So sensing what you wrote. Okay, so you put your hand on the writing, and you start to sense into it with whatever clairs you have most developed. So, if you sense clairsentiently, you'll feel the energy, or you'll see the energy clairvoyantly, or you'll hear the guidance, in your head, like your mind's voice. It's those kinds of things when you put your hand on it. Now, if it's guidance and it's your guide, or your source of guidance, what happens is you'll see a bright energy, you'll feel expanded energy, it will feel high in vibration. When we interfere and stick in things into the guidance, which is not really from our source of guidance, it gets darker and denser. It does. Now that doesn't mean we're bad people. It just means, we're here with our ego in the physical body. They don't have a physical body. They don't have that density. So when we interject with our ego, we can actually sense it in the guidance. So give that a go. Now, of course, when you get guidance, it's up to you if you follow it or not. We're not a victim of channeling. You make choices. So if you get a piece of guidance and you decide to follow it, that's your decision. Guidance typically is not manipulative. It's not trying to turn you this way or that. It's not negative. It's always uplifting, it's inspiring, and it's positive. Very, very important for you to remember that. Something else that's come up in the ongoing channeling classes that I find very interesting is sometimes people will channel something that they are surprised about. And I always love that because I think that when you're surprised at something your guide says or your source of guidance says, then that can be a confirmation, right? That you are actually channeling. And remember, when you channel, you are channeling an energy that is separate from you. All right? When we look at it from our dualistic state, of us and others, which is how we have to do it. It's just how it goes here on Earth. So, we are connecting to an intelligent being that's conscious, that has their own opinions. And so, they may say things to you that you didn't know or that you may not agree with. And that's how it goes. But that confirms that you're actually channeling a different being than yourself. All right, everybody, I hope that this was helpful to you. And I'm going to look towards maybe making more of these walk and talk videos. All right, take care now. Bye-bye.